Yerp, 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 yerp. Check out Jay Electronica.
Oh, yeah, let's do that real quick.
No, because it's not a quick conversation.
Oh, it is for me. It is for me.
I saw a quote that I liked a lot.
Okay.
It said, when you guys, anybody who gets Jay Electronica's verses off of this album, please send it to me as soon as possible.
I'll sum it up like this. That looks good on you.
Yeah, man, it just wasn't. It wasn't
my cup of hip hop.
Yeah, man.
It's from these such prolific artists. Well, Jay-Z is prolific. No,
I was like, these fucking air quotes. I was about to turn up.
Definitely.
I done said the F word.
Definitely air quotes for Jay Electronica, but for Jay as well.
I don't know, man.
I think that
Lupe was like, bruh, Jay Electronica is an elite master. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at doing verses.
I guess at rapping, right?
Yeah, at rapping. This is music we talking about though, not rapping.
Yeah.
Like so, I'm just saying that
because it's not music. Because Jay Electronica didn't make the beats.
Like Jay-Z, much like Kanye West,
Yo,
he's
I
only rapping.
that Rihanna sample.
Yeah, I mean it's there are things that you can appreciate, but I would say, and the reason why I feel the way I feel is because we're talking about Jay-Z, which when it comes to Jay-Z, I'm used to high levels of curation.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like I got that here, especially coming off of 444.
You know, this is very highly curated. It's definitely as highly curated as you're used to seeing this level of blackness. You know, because this is definitely a black experience. You know what I'm saying? This is your greatness being given to you.
I feel like it's a Nation of Islam experience.
See, that's just one part of blackness, though.
But I feel like every Jay Electronica verse was about that.
Yeah, he talks a lot about the Bible and Islam, and you know what I'm saying. But he also talks about like the conspiracy theory stuff too a lot. You know what I'm saying? But it's all a melting pot of his blackness. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Jay-Z, who got on some of the most militant stuff that I've heard from him as of late, as of recent. You know what I'm saying? Like, he hasn't been this militant in a couple years.
It's Jay-Z saying how he feels.
Yeah.
And we don't get a whole lot of that from Jay-Z.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got this very militant Jay-Z, and then you got Jay Electronica doing what Jay Electronica does.
Rapping really good.
You know what I'm saying? The conspiracy theories and the, you know what I'm saying?
So how is it as pieces of music? Because you're dissecting it and taking the good things when you dissect it, but as pieces of music, how did it?
I just wanted one song, and I didn't get a song.
And I think that's how I felt too. Like I was waiting on pieces of music that are songs.
Yeah,
and it's like I'm getting like.
You're getting verses, and
unfinished
the
products.
run.
I think.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like the beat shouldn't. Like I didn't get a.
Did you feel like this was an album or an EP or a project?
I feel like I was told it was an album.
Definitely a project. Like any number of songs put together is a project. Like you put this together, and this is your projection of your inner feelings.
Some kind of concept.
Yeah,
but we were told this was an album, not only an album. We were told this was a Jay Electronica album, and I don't think it's either of those things.
Yeah,
I feel like this was definitely a Jay-Z project.
But it's also Rock Nation by itself.
So Jay-Z
nobody
mixtape.
else. Yeah, like there's no major label backing this. This is only Rock Nation.
I like Swiss contributions. You know, he can always make it wacky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I like them pulling Beyonce's picture of her backyard and making it the cover art. I love them putting this was a Rock Nation, the Carters.
See, and there we go. There we go. You saying everything that's not the music, because you like Rock Nation, you like Beyonce, you like Jay-Z. All of these things are very likable, and you should like them, right?
Jay-Z is the music, though. But now I heard people comparing it to the Purple Tape, and it's like
the Purple Tape.
Yeah.
Oh, come
because
on, fam.
that's Raekwon's.
That's blasphemy.
That's Raekwon's first album, but it prominently featured Ghostface on 12 of the 17 tracks. You know what I'm saying? Whereas this is Jay Electronica's first album, and it prominently features Jay-Z.
No, because Ghost and Ray was here and here.
Yeah.
Jay-Z's out of this world. Jay Electronica's down here with us.
He's saying if that's the only comparison it is.
Yeah.
Not rap level skill, none of that.
Nah,
He's saying if the comparison is your first project and another artist is predominantly on it, and this is your first project and another artist is predominantly on it.
I think a more valid comparison would be Watch the Throne.
No, Watch the Throne was the Throne.
No.
When they created a rap group,
we really were
the
watching
rap group
the Throne.
No, but what I mean when I say that is, who expected Kanye West to be able to keep up with Jay-Z in that way on that project?
And he did, though.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is the same kind of thing. You expected Jay Electronica to be able to keep up with Hove, and he couldn't. So
for the last 40 days or 40 nights, did you have any clue that Jay-Z was going to be so prominent on this album?
Yes.
You knew he was going to be on half the tracks.
Is he not keeping up, or is he on some different shit? Like, are we just not in tune with Electronica?
Because I didn't think Jay-Z was going to be on this album this much.
So
I knew it was a Rock Nation album. I didn't think Jay-Z was going to be this much on it.
Right.
Like, you didn't hear Jay-Z on any of Vic Mensa shit. And he got the Rockefeller tattoo.
Why? Because Vic Mensa
don't need Jay-Z.
Right. Vic Mensa's out here.
Yeah.
Jay Electronica needed Jay-Z to be this album for it to have legs, for it to be profitable, for it to land in the green. Because people are not listening for Jay Electronica. They listening to see what Hove did.
Yeah.
People are happy Jay Electronica dropped the album.
Yeah.
But they want to hear what Hove did.
This is all that you hear about.
And let me be clear.
I feel like Jadakiss should have got a lot more play.
And let me be clear.
Seen Jadakiss and Herbo dapping it up.
I'm happy that Jay Electronica released the album. Let's not confuse that. But what I'm saying is,
it's not
when we get outside of calling a spade, musically, all the other stuff is great. Jay-Z, Rock Nation, Beyonce, the Carters, Black Excellence, fantastic.
Puma.
Right, but when the
Rihanna,
Swiss, but when the music ain't how the music is supposed to be,
Swiss Rihanna,
then it's something else. And I don't think I think a lot of people are avoiding and going around that. I mean, which I can't blame them for because
there's a lot of people going dead at it. Like you got Joe Budden.
Not going around it.
Like Joe Budden went straight for it.
Yeah, I heard. I heard. Hey, Joe. Hey,
he did not go around it. He did not beat around that bush.
And that's what I'm saying, man. When you have the ability to be objective, man, you get yourself in a lot of trouble because you're gonna piss off the wrong people.
Like Joe Budden said what he said, and then Lupe was like, but. You know what I'm saying? Like and I don't understand why the greats put Jay Electronica with them. You know
well, I mean, I
like,
think they talking about rapping though. Like, I guess as far as rappity rap goes, he can do that very well. But I haven't even seen that. Like when we talked about Black Thought, I didn't see Black Thought-esque performances on this album.
Yeah.
Like, did you hear any verse that compared to Exhibit C on this album?
Nah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
there's a couple of, but I mean, the one line that I keep going back to, because it actually happened to me this week before I heard the album, was there's numbers in my phone that'll never ring again.
Yeah.
Because I was looking, this whole coronavirus thing got me going through the phone, calling people that I ain't called in months, you know what I'm saying, just to check up on family members, you know.
It's definitely great concepts throughout the project.
And I, you know what I'm saying, like I went through one of my homies, like I scrolled up and I'm like, Jamal, damn.
Killer Priest, man.
Yeah, never be back.
Killer Priest. Y'all listen to some Killer Priest. Yeah, but I would say that I was looking forward to hearing a Jay Electronica album. We didn't get either of those things, and in that regard, I'm disappointed.
Yeah, man.
Because we're waiting for that
the
moment.
lack of choruses got me, man. I guess that's the one thing that got me. Yeah. Like the lack of solid choruses in any song structure. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So, in your opinion, as music, that was not it.
Yeah, it was, you know.
I'm excited to continue to listen to this album and unwrap what the fuck, is being
Because there's a lot of knowledge in there.
There are stories being told. There's a lot of knowledge in this project. So I'm excited
if you don't
to
understand something, you can definitely go Google it. Or
I've always been
one to do that.
I've always been one to fall in love with the story of what you're trying to do. Me and John talked about this. I was like, to listen to 444. I mean, I was thinking about like the whole Jay-Z catalog,
right?
Then to make it to 444,
yeah.
Then to listen to the Carters,
yeah.
Listen to Salud, and then listen to this.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy the growth of Jay-Z, the elevation, the evolve,
the lore.
Yeah,
it's the hair.
See, and that's all.
That's for me. Like, I appreciate the story being told, and he's mentioned like I told my wife the spiritual shit really work, and then he goes into Hamdulillah, and then now to get on this album and say
what language is that?
Arabic.
Yeah. That is Arabic.
Yeah, right. And then to get on this album and say there's no possible way I could tell my mama and my grandma that I am out here not believing in Jesus Christ. Like, I can't bring that news to Miss Tina.
So
I appreciate the story of it all. I'm excited to see what else will unravel.
And
me.
You know, I just wanna put it in a way where people understand what I'm saying. You know, it was a movie that came out in 2018, Bohemian Rhapsody.
I never watched it.
It was a very, very, very good movie about the story of Queen. It was the lore of Queen.
Queen is the shit too,
right? But I know there are a lot of people out here that will listen to Queen and won't like it, but they will love Bohemian Rhapsody. And I think that's what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Ray Charles.
Yeah.
Like, Ray was a great movie,
fantastic. But who gonna sit up and listen?
A lot of young people, the low Vert fans.
Yeah,
you throw on some old school Ray Charles, they gonna be like, man,
right? You played Ray Charles' rendition of Eleanor Rigby. They ain't gonna want to hear it.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
They gonna be like, can you change the game?
So yeah, but salute to Rock Nation, Jay-Z, Jay Electronica, all parties involved, embracing their blackness, you know, furthering how to love yourself. I appreciate that. I love that. I love hip hop and I love the culture. So, you know, even though musically it wasn't for me, you know, I feel like it serves a greater purpose than my opinion. I'll say that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've seen that a lot of people are saying black people needed this album more than we appreciated.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know.
But we need this continued.
And I wish somebody would watch this video to the end so they could hear me say what I just said so they won't kill me in the comments.
We need this continued evolution of music, though. We need this album. We need to.
But it's not an evolution because we're not seeing the new up and coming artists do this. This is the artist that has been here.
Yeah. This ain't like
those artists the up and coming new artists have to get there.
This ain't like Kanye West on Tekashi's album twice or 3 times.
No, they have to get there though. But like, look, this is Jay-Z who came in at 26 and is now a 44-year-old man. They have to get there.
Just turned 50. He just had a 50th birthday
definitely
party.
50.
What I mean is it's an elevation. It's an evolution of Jay-Z, not an evolution of the culture. An evolution of the culture.
Jay Electronica.
The evolution of the culture is Kanye come out sampling soul beats. We have a whole renaissance of production now.
Yeah.
That's an evolution in the culture.
And then once I heard Work Out for me, and I realized that this is J. Cole sampling Kanye sampling Kanye. Yeah.
Yeah, like 2 Chainz sampled T.I.
Yeah.
On Pretty Girls Like Trap.
Yeah.
But I mean, just the growth in the music.
I hope
this is what we have. To Pimp a Butterfly, to even the Jadakiss album that just came out.
Amazing.
Like that shit. Like this is where we are.
And let's not be remiss while we talking about all of this black consciousness and being wavy and woke. Royce's album, The Allegory.
Right.
The Allegory of the Cave Theory.
I don't understand why people put him up there either.
I mean, if you listen to the Book of Ryan in this,
I gotta listen to more Royce.
Well, I mean, the only albums that put him there is Book of Ryan and The Allegory. That's it. Other than that,
so he just stepped into his mastery.
Well, he said
like he's been a killer. He's been an MC. Well,
now
he's been an
he's a
MC. He's been a killer. Now he's
a master.
And